welcome to today's video. It's a bit fresh. Sunday morning, it's quite windy. It's just after 7:30 and I'm out near Bottisford heading towards the Vale of Belvoir. Later on I'm meeting another YouTuber, Richard Lake from Lincolnshire, going for a ride together. But before then, just wanted to make a quick video to thank you all. Basically, somehow I've crept up to video 49, and you might make a special video at 50 or 100, but I thought 49 is actually more apt. So 49 is a special number for me, and I'll tell you why. So I started doing these videos, we're a few days into lockdown, and at the time my thought was just to kind of document lockdown really in that strange time, and it sort of fairly rapidly developed into something far more regular than maybe I'd envisaged. So I've been doing 2 videos a week. I've learned quite a lot as I've gone along, and hopefully you guys have found the videos interesting. So I just want to say thank you really for watching. Number of subscribers has steadily grown. I've been quite pleased to have actually kept the videos up to get to almost 50, and I've really enjoyed the process. I've had some support from other YouTubers, other cycling friends, which has been fab, and I found that the small sort of small YouTube community of cycling vloggers has been really supportive, really helpful, and I've spoken to quite a few, planning to meet up with a few others for rides and we're not too distant. So yeah, I'll say thank you really. So number 49, where's it come from? Well, early 90s, I was racing scooters. Scooter racing, British Championship was pretty healthy. Had a lot of people riding, and a new numbering system was introduced. So when you had a number, it automatically renewed to that number each time you renewed your license. And it came from that really, and it's kind of stuck ever since. So I had that number for a few years. I retired from racing, sold the bike I had at the time. Another guy, Keith Sharps, bought it, kept the same number, 49. He stopped racing a few years later, and then I started racing again, scooters, in the mid 2000s, sorry, late 2000s. I found that number 49 was still available, so I took it, kept it. 49 became my number again, so it's kind of sentimental really, and I've kept it ever since. And one of the reasons it's sentimental was that my dad always came to scooter racing with me. Only ever missed 1, maybe 2 meetings. Ironically, when I got my highest ever place, still, he died a few years ago, and I don't mind saying his death hit me quite hard, and that number 49 became a bit of a tie back to him, I guess, as well, because he was always there, always supporting me racing. And then a few years ago I got a message on Facebook saying that my old scooter, my old 49, was on eBay, and I had a look and it was. So Keith Sharps, the guy that I'd actually sold it to, had it in the back of his garage for like 18 years under a carpet, and it was virtually as I sold it to him. Handlebars have been changed, now they're broken, but it was the paintwork that I'd done in the early mid-90s on that bike, and long story short, agreed a deal and I bought it back. And I guess not many people will get the chance to buy something like that back, and I think it became even more of an emotional attachment because my dad was an engineer and that bike had a lot of his work on it, a lot, and like he made me a hydraulic disc brake conversion for the scooter, and then it machined out of solid brass, and all that time on still works really, really well. I always had supreme confidence in that brake. I could outbrake a heck of a lot of people with it. It was brilliant. So I kept that scooter. I don't plan to ever sell it. I think it'll go to my grave with me, or most likely just give it to my son Miles. He was pretty close to his granddad, so I'm sure it will be equally an emotional attachment for him if he's in a position to keep it. It's not road legal, it's a pure racing scooter. So yeah, so at number 49, I've kind of had attached to me for like 30 years. So I started to use it on a few things. Some of you may have seen my shirt that I sometimes wear for Cafe Bello Verde. When we designed that shirt, I wanted to put a 49 on it. Obviously we were marketing the coffee shop that I owned, but the 49 was a link back to me, really, a link back to my dad, and something that was personal to me. So on the sleeve there's a 49, and I've got some ideas for the future that I'm hoping to tell you more about in the not too distant, and they also involve my number 49. So it's kind of served me well, so I thought it only right to kind of mark that on this 49th video, because it is a special number. So in that respect, 49 is more important than, say, the 50 that you might expect to mark. So that, my friends, is the significance of 49. Into the wind.